How's it going, everyone? I'm Eric, and today we are taking a look at one of the greatest value watches I've ever come across in my 20 plus years collecting watches. Initially, I had no plans to buy this watch or to do a video on it, but it surprised the heck out of me, and it's too good not to tell you all about it. I recently purchased this Tandorio Pilot watch, and to be honest, my original plan was not to keep it as is. I was going to take the watch apart and use it for a future build, but as soon as I saw it in person, I knew there was no way I was going to let that happen. It's way nicer than I ever expected, and it's not just because it only cost $42. If I paid $75 or even $100, I would still be really pleased with this watch. The quality of the dial, the sapphire crystal, and polishing on the case should not be on a watch this cheap. It really doesn't make much sense. But that's a bit of the fascination with AliExpress watches. The quality is high and the prices are low. I've always been a fan of Pilot watches, or Flieger as it's called in German, and as much as AliExpress watch brands are known for homages, this watch is not one of those. The Flieger dial is not specific to any one brand, and ultimately, the military basically designed this type of watch during World War II based on specific requirements soldiers needed in the field. Companies like IWC, Stowa, Sin, and many others make the same exact watch. So taking the whole homage AliExpress aspect out of the picture, it's a lot easier to enjoy this watch because it's not trying to be something that it isn't. One of the most popular cheap watches on AliExpress is the Addiesdive AD 2030, which is about the same price as this Tandorio. The sand dial and overall build quality is what won the hearts of a lot of people, and that fueled my desire to want to check it out. It's definitely a great watch, especially for its price point, but does have some setbacks, especially when comparing it to this Tandorio watch. I confidently say this is the best value watch you could buy, not just on AliExpress, but anywhere. With that said, let's take a look at the specs. The case diameter is 39 millimeters with a thickness of 12. The lug-to-lug distance is 48.5 and 20 millimeters between the lugs, which allows for just about unlimited strap options. It comes with a brown leather strap with white stitching that gets the job done. It's soft and not too stiff, though I do find it looks a bit better on a black strap, so I have mine on a textured rubber. The movement is the Seiko NH35 and has a flat AR-coated sapphire crystal that looks really good. The slightly oversized crown works perfectly for this style of watch, and it does screw down, making for better water resistance. There's something about the case design and polishing that really caught me off guard in all the best kind of ways. The lines are crisp, and the downward sloping lugs adds to the comfort on the wrist. I often find the lower price watches have really stale cases that, although they have polished and brushed elements, don't really get the job done very well. But this Tandorio has a really well done brush finish and polishing that should not be on a $42 watch. There's also no sharp edges or pointy corners. Really just a delight to wear. On top of all that, the case is one chunk of stainless steel and it has a solid heft to it. It's not light at all, not heavy in the sense that it's uncomfortable though. The dial is super crisp, really easy to see the time, and the bright white hands are a perfect match. There is lume, though nothing that will impress a lume addict, but it's there. I know I get hyped and excited over most watches I discuss on the channel, which makes sense since I love watches, but this one is truly something special. The watch looks really incredible in person. Absolutely nothing cheap about it other than the price. And for $42, it's a no-brainer. I put the link in the description to this watch so you don't have to search online for it. So go buy it and you can thank me later.